Gain of 6.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety to go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Hey, team 6.
They'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones going to take a shot for Gallup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 2nd and 6. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. We're scoreless after one.
Hit it.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Coming. Kill.
Greystone, travel.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Cowboys' 28-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 or.
55. I got one.
Hey, high 7.
55, Mike 55.
Get it.
Throwing Jones. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. In for the score. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's...
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check it out, Reed.
Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. I got him. 57 for Mike. Mike 57.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Hamilton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Go.
Go now. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
70, Indy.
Mike, 55. Check.
On first down, Mayo. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Check right 57. Mike 57. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. 57. Mike 57.
5.
Following the fumble recovery, Hamilton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Leo! Under 10! Under 10! 10! Hey, Charlie! Get it!
On first down, Hamilton. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hard!
Kill.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Back to the air on second down. Hamilton, flush to his right. Pass incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Hey, wahoo!
57's Mike. All day, baby. All day. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
On third down, Hamilton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Jones to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
I'm coming. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey.
Look at me. Door.
Out.
Hey, Echo. Now.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. This next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
22 jet bomber. Look at me. Zipper. Mike Alpha.
Right there in the middle, 55. I got one. Mike 55. You get right.
Back to throw. Hamilton escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
61, matchbox lights.
55 is my guy, 55.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Check, 55 to mine.
Let go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Check 52. Rock it. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intended that time for Cooper.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Break, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Hey, Zoo. Mark 55, Mark 55.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
To throw on third down, Jones. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Taking it about the 16. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down.
Switch, get it.
Now Pollard, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, check, Mike 21. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
2nd and 14. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones hit and the ball's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Hamilton. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Hamilton. And he comes back with one complete. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Hamilton. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Looking to throw on second down. Hamilton going for the deep ball. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, high 7. 55.
Throwing on third and long. Hamilton. Cooper's got it. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking to throw. Hamilton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
2nd and 5. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards the pickup there. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Hamilton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll run it again with Barkley. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Protein spill. D-line, get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 6 guys. Snap.
Now Jones to throw on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Hamilton. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Cooper was the target there. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants,